Good evening, Rockbridge. I'm here at Washington and Lee's Holcamp Gym, joined by head Generals basketball coach Chris McHugh. Now, Coach, it's not often you and I talk about something other than basketball, but this is a special week for coaches across the country. It is the 30th anniversary of the Coaches versus Cancer Suits and Sneakers Week. What does this event mean to you?
It means a lot. I think, it's a very small, I wouldn't even call it a sacrifice for us to wear some sneakers. I'm actually more comfortable in sneakers for this day. So for us to just do a little appreciation.
Good afternoon, Rockbridge. I'm here at Roanoke College where the NCAA Division III men's soccer Final Four is just about to commence between the Washington and Lee Generals and the Amherst College Mammoths. Now, the road for the Generals has been anything but a straight line, having received an at-large bid to get into the tournament to begin with and making it all the way to the Final Four for the second time in program history.
We don't do it to become semifinalists. We do it to become champions. So hopefully with some hard work in the off season, we'll put ourselves right back in the same spot next year, and we'll go at least one step, if not two steps further.
The team entered this tournament after an at-large bid by the NCAA, and I actually spoke to your team senior captain, Evan DePaula, after going into the Sweet 16 game, and he said that one of the team's goals was to show everyone that they deserve to be here. How do you think they did proving that goal tonight?
I think the game we just played was probably one of the best D3 soccer games in the country this entire year.
I'm here on Washington and Lee's Wilson Field for the inaugural Cape Charles Bowl. Joining me here on field is General starting quarterback and senior captain Stephen Murrin. Now, Stephen, this was your last game on Wilson Field. What has it meant to you being a General these past few years?
Yeah, it's meant the world. Coming in during COVID and getting that first year taken away from us, we've just cherished every moment, every second of it. And to see it come to a close today is definitely tough, but it wouldn't change anything for the world. It's an incredible place with a ton of incredible people, and just extremely blessed for the opportunity to be a General.
Now, at the end of the game, we saw the team go into the end zone and line up as the seniors walk down the line. Can you just talk us through what that tradition is?
Yeah, I think it's one of the more special traditions that we have in our program. So at the end of every season, the entire team lines up with the coaching staff, and the seniors get a chance to shake everyone's hand and really just cherish that last moment as the team. So it's pretty special.
You spent a couple of years on the other side of that line, being the one saying goodbye. How does it feel to be the one walking?
It doesn't feel real yet. It's pretty surreal. The time here goes by extremely fast, so to be on the other side is definitely tough, but I'm just super excited for the future of this program and the guys that are still of another year. So,
now, Stephen, before I let you go, what message are you leaving with these returners for next season?
Cherish every moment. Don't take a second for granted. It's easy to say from a senior's perspective, but it goes by too fast, so just soak it all up.
Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on such a fantastic career. And signing off with the Rockbridge Report, I'm McKenzie Kane. Generals, happy National Girls and Women in Sports Day. I am joined by WNL 2021 alum and assistant of the women's basketball team, Coach Erin Hughes. Now, Coach, what's on the agenda today?
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for having me. Super excited. We're celebrating National Girl and Women's Sports Day by hosting a youth clinic for local elementary age girls.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. Best of luck tonight at tonight's game, and be sure to come cheer on the Generals men's and women's basketball teams on tonight's doubleheader. I'll see you there. Go Generals.
Now, I'm curious, it's one of the first serious injuries you've had in your career. Like you said, it's the first time you had to sit out for games, like the first several games in a row. And you also underwent surgery for your ankle in a foreign country where it's your first time out of the United States, your family's back home. What sort of mental toll did that have on your journey?
Like I said earlier, it was really hard. Like I said, I was there to play football, to live out my passion, and this is my opportunity to do that. And it felt like it got taken away from me, but I just really felt so gracious that I was even out there.
What advice would you give to young student athletes, specifically in Division III programs like you came out of, who want to play professionally?
Honestly, just you gotta be delusional sometimes. You gotta keep fighting. You gotta think about what other people are doing and attack the day every single day.
Washington and Lee University, where the Generals women's basketball team has partnered with the school's Sock Society organization to host a sock drive at tonight's game. Now, I am joined by Icy Kania, who is not only a player on this team, but the co-founder and co-president of the Sock Society. Can you tell me a little bit about what the organization, their mission is, and what you're hoping to accomplish here tonight?
Well, I actually started Sock Society in high school, and it was basically a club where we had fun club meetings, and then we also collected socks for unhoused persons. Now, in Lexington, Virginia, the poverty line is below 22%, and a lot of those individuals do need sock donations. Socks are one of the things that people take for granted, and they're least donated, so it's just our mission to get the Lexington community to donate socks for our community and just, have a positive energy.
Have you noticed any shift in the student body's sentiment toward and participation in charitable events like these during your time here?
I mean, definitely when we started the club, people did show out. Our first actual activity was tie-dye, so I think almost 100 people showed up. We ran out of socks, actually. So people are really looking for ways to get involved in our community, so giving them another access to that has definitely made, the student body, excited about helping other people.
Now, Icy, I gotta ask, how do you think it went tonight?
I think it was amazing. I honestly was not expecting that many donations, but I think we got close to 200. Our goal is 1,000. So for one, day to get 200 donations, that's very impressive, and it just really makes my love for the Lexington community just much bigger.
Icy, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate everything that you do here, and I'm sure all of Lexington does. And signing off with the Rockbridge Report, I'm McKenzie Kane. Joining me here on field is the Collins family. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Collins, you had the unique experience of seeing not one, but two of your children on field this game, one as a player and one on the coaching staff. What was that experience like for you?
Well, I'll say it's interesting because we're a football family, so I've been seeing these boys on the football field all their lives, so it's pretty interesting to see them both on the field at the same time. We're pretty excited about them being here.
And I'm just excited that I get to come to one place to watch and I have to go to two different places.
Now, Tony and Ty, what was it like knowing that you had just a little extra support in the stands this game?
For me, it's always good because ever since I was young, my dad always had me out practicing and training by myself. It's always good to have them and support me through everything that I do, and I know they will be there.
Yeah, I mean, we stick together pretty tight as a family, so it's always good to have them close. And definitely having a little bro here makes things a little bit easier, so it's good to have the whole fam down every weekend.
Well, thank you all for your time. Safe travels on your way home. And signing off with the Rockbridge Report, I'm McKenzie Kane. Absolutely. Can I get a Go Generals on 3? Yeah. Ready? Look right here in the camera. 1, 2, 3. Go Generals! Thank you, guys.